So Johnny and I came out here this morning and got some work done. I washed the front side of this shed because it was just really dirty, and it's looking a lot better, but the two sides are really filthy looking. And so I was like, what in the heck is going on? Why is this like this? It's almost like mildew. So then I realized that these two palm trees up here were just kind of casting over here, and all the rain that was hitting it was just hitting along the side of the shed. So I told Johnny, we gotta get up there and just cut it down. And he was like, not right now, because you already had me start over here washing this fence, and we started putting a clear coat on it. Because the PVC starts breaking down after a few years and getting like a powdery coat on it. But I was just like, oh, please just help me do that. So I kind of begged and pouted a little bit, and then he helped me chop the top off. And so there's still a little bit of a frond there, which I suspect will regenerate. So we have to cut it completely off in order for that to die. But not today, because it's just a lot of work. So we chopped it all down and then kind of tried to minimize it down into pieces, use some of it as mulch over here, and the rest of it put it in the green recycling bin that the city comes and picks up. So yeah, the goal is to get rid of both of those palm trees because they're causing so much chaos over here, like dropping their little seeds, and little palm fronds are sprouting up, and we don't want that. Also, it's casting too much shade over this loquat and the moringa, as well as these papaya here. We have papaya, and we also have Suriname cherry and pineapple in this corner over here. So as you see, the papaya kind of start leaning sideways, just trying to seek some sunlight. And it's difficult when you've got a palm tree like that. That palm tree just really casts so much shade. It's really good for shade. If that's all you want, it's just a yard or a garden that's just full of shade. Yes, I do suggest these cabbage palms because they're great for that. But that's about it. They attract squirrels and rats. So it's really not a good thing to have them if you have a garden full of fruit or vegetables, especially fruit. So the pineapple, we collected one today, and we have a baby here. Collected the pineapple because it was already yellowing and it wasn't going to get any bigger, so I just got it out of there. But yeah, so that's the goal this year, is to get those palms just totally chopped back. Probably not going to extract them until they rot out a year or two down the line, but that's fine. We just want to get the sunlight back in that area. As it is, this huge Royal Poinciana, let me back up so you guys can see. As it is, this huge Royal Poinciana creates a huge canopy over the whole center of the garden. So as it is, that's a war to keep trimmed back so that way it doesn't cause problems for the loquat and the papaya. So I'm already battling something that I created as it is. But those palms, I did not put those there. Those were there. We even had the fence built around them. You see how it's boxed right there? We even had the fence builder box around it. And, I used to like the shade, but I didn't have a goal of growing specific fruit in that area. So, yeah, so there's that. But yeah, everything else is doing fine. We have some young papaya over here, as you see. Those are going to go in the ground soon. What else did I do? Okay, so first things first, when I kind of got up this morning, I came out here and I washed off this bench, and I put a clear poly coat on it to protect it because it's actually very porous, and it was absorbing like all the dust and rainwater, and it was like starting to get kind of, I want to say mildewy, but not so bad. It wasn't that bad. So it's relatively new. I've only had it for a few months. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and put some of this Ecolab. They make like a clear coat. So I was like, let me just go ahead and paint that on there. And it looks great. So that's what we did. That's what I did first thing this morning. Then I moved on to cleaning that side of the fence over there in the corner. And then that gray shed. That shed right there is just for our lawn maintenance, like lawn care stuff, like the mower, the edger, the blower, trimmers, all that type of stuff. But still, I like to keep it looking nice. I don't want it to look all bummy. So I clean the front. Maybe next week I'll clean both of the sides and work on finishing removing the rest of the canopy from that other palm tree right there. But yeah, it just kind of opens up this space, having that whole canopy removed. Look at the Brazilian pepper. It looks beautiful, but so invasive. I'm really tempted just to get rid of it this year. I mean, I don't have any baby ones popping up because I keep it under control and it provides a lot of shade. But I don't know, like I just feel tempted to get rid of it. But look how beautiful this time of year, right around Thanksgiving time, it'll be full of red berries. It's just really pretty. My grandma used to have a Brazilian pepper tree in our backyard. And she also had, I forgot this other tree, what it's called. I want to say breadfruit tree, but it wasn't breadfruit. They were like these dried things that look like dried flat bananas, and it smelled really disgusting. It's called St. John's bread tree, something like that. I don't know. I can't think of it. Anyways, she had that. And we've got our coffee over here. I'm just moving right along because I got myself in a conundrum here. I can't remember the name of that tree. But over here, got coffee. We've already... Ooh, something just touched my foot and scared the life out of me. We've got coffee and I've already harvested most of it. So we have some coffee drying out and we will roast it this week. And we got a baby papaya over here. Look at this little baby. Tiny little one. And another flower here. But yeah, that's it. It's such a long video, all just to say not too much. But the clear coat came out good, you see? The fence looks really nice and clean. So I did both sides. Just this part though, not the rest of the fence. It's just way too much work for me. So I'm not going to do it. Not anytime soon. All right, my guys. I hope you're having a blessed weekend, and I hope that you understand that the mercy of the Lord is always there for you. He's always watching, he's always here, he's always listening and just waiting for you to submit to his will. And it's all up to you just to give your life to the Lord. Start new, start fresh. Today can be the first day of the rest of your life. Don't forget that. I'm telling you. It's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice. He sacrificed for us. What are you sacrificing? Have a great day.